Hello children, today I am going to introduce you unitary method. Do you know what is the unitary method? Unitary method. So unitary method means suppose if the cost of 6 cans of juice is 6 cans of juice is 210 rupees. Okay. So juice of 6 cans cost is how much? 210 rupees. Then what will be the cost of 4 cans of juice? What will be the cost of 4 cans of juice? Okay, assume here, remember 6 cans of juice is 210 rupees. Okay, 6 cans cost of juice is 200 rupees. Then what will be the cost of 4 cans of juice? First we have to find the cost of 1 can juice. Okay, how to find? 6 cans cost 210 rupees. 1 can juice, cost of 1 can juice is 210 by 6. Okay, simplify this. 3 2s are 3 7s 0. Again 3 2 1s, 2 3s are 6, 5. 2 5s are 10. What is the cost of 1 can juice? 35 rupees. Then what are the required cans here? We need 4 cans of juice. How much cost it will take? 4 cans means you can multiply 35 into 4. So then it is equal to 4 5s are 20, 4 3s 12 plus 2 14. What is the cost of 4 cans of juice now? 140 rupees. So here in this unitary method means you have to find the first 1 unit of, so you have to find the value of 1 unit. Okay, then you have to find the value of required number of units. Required number. First they will give 6 cans cost this much. What will be the cost of 4? So first you don't know 1 can cost. Okay, so first find the value of 1 unit. After you have to find the value of required number. So how many you want, that many units you have to multiply the given answer. Okay now children, so this is the unitary method. So you write the definition and also in your notebook write the method in which first we find the value of 1 unit and next how many? So next required, the value of required number of units. That method is called the unitary method. Finding the value of 1 unit is called the unitary method. Okay na children? Right, based on that unitary method, so we solved today 12.3 problems. Keep heading exercise 12.3. 12.3. Now take your textbooks and write the first question. Now I am reading, listen carefully. First one is, if the cost of 7 meters of cloth is 294 rupees, find the cost of 5 meters of cloth. Okay, what is the cost of 7 meters? 7 meters cloth is 294 rupees mark. Here meters rupees given. 7 meters cloth is 294 rupees. Then find the cost of 5 meters cloth. 5 meters cloth will take how much rupees? How many rupees we require to purchase the 5 meters of cloth? Okay, so first write the cost of 7 meters cloth is equal to 294 rupees. Okay now? So here before going to find that, in the unitary method what did I say? First to find the value of 1 unit. Okay, so here the meters, 7 meters cloth 294 rupees. Cost of 1 meter cloth is equal to, very good, 294 by 7. 294 by 7. You can simplify here. 7 7 ones, 7 fours are 28, 14 is there. 7 twos. What is the cost of 1 meter cloth? 42 rupees. Then how many required number of units? How many here? 5 meters. Then cost of 5 meters cloth is equal to 42 into 5. Okay, multiply. 5 twos are 10, 5 fours 20 plus 1 210 rupees. Thus, what is the required meters cloth? 5 meters cloth. The cost of 5 meters cloth is 210 rupees. In the some textbook, the value changed here. You can write any number. Okay, which number they ask? First find the one unit. After the required number of units, you multiply. Okay, na? Right. Similarly, in the second question, see, Ekta earns 1500 rupees in 10 days. How much will she earn in 30 days? Okay, so Ekta earns, she is earning 10 days. In 10 days, here, days given, okay, number of days and amount given, amount in the rupees. Okay, so in 10 days, 1500 rupees she is earning. Okay, in 30 days, how much amount will she earn? How much? First find the 1 day. Okay, for 1 day. So Ekta earning 1 day. So 1 day is equal to how to write? 1500 by 10. So you will get 150 rupees. Yes, 150 rupees. Right. So 30 days means in 30 days how much will she earn? 150 into 30. So then multiply 0, 0. 15 3s are 45. 4500 rupees. Okay. That one you have to solve like that. Okay. See third question. If it has rained 276 millimeter in the last 3 days, how many centimeters of rain will fall in one full week? One full week means how many days? 7 days. Assume that the rain continues to fall at the same rate. If the rain will continue same rate, here that means in the last 3 days, so what is the rain in the millimeter? 276 millimeters. It has rained 276 millimeters in the last 3 days. How many centimeters of rain will fall in one full week? So if the rain will fall continuously, that means 7 days, how many centimeters of rain will fall? So that one you have to find. How to find first 1 day? How many millimeters? Okay. So next required number. Same procedure ma. So the solve problems based on unitary method. First find the 1 unit. Next required. So first rain in 3 days. Okay. So how many millimeters? Rain fall in 3 days. Rain fall in 3 days. In 3 days how many millimeters? 276 millimeters. Now rain in 1 day. How many millimeters it will be there? Rain in 1 day. So that is 276 by 3. Now simplify 3 ones, 3 nines, 3 twos. 92 millimeters. In 1 day 92 millimeters. In 3 days 276 millimeters. Now we have to require a number. So what is that? Rain in 7 days. Rain in 7 days. 1 day 92. 7 days means 92 into 7. 7 2s are 14. 7 9s are 63 plus 1 64 millimeters. 64 millimeters. Okay, na? Right. Okay, children. So like this you can find that. Next, fourth question, see. Okay, not only that, here assume if the how many centimeters of rain. Centimeters asked, we know that 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeters. Okay, right. Now 1 millimeter is equal to how many centimeters? 1 by 10 centimeter. 644 millimeters is equal 24 by 10 centimeters is equal to 64.4 centimeters. Is it clear? See fourth question. Cost of 5 kgs of wheat is how much rupees? 91 rupees 50 pies. What will be the cost of 8 kgs of wheat? And come to the second one. What quantity of wheat can be purchased in 183 rupees? In some textbook, different values given, whatever it may be. So first to find the required 1 unit, first to find the value of 1 unit, after that required number of units. Given here, first what is the given here, right? The fourth question, cost of 5 kgs wheat is equal to, what is the cost of 5 kgs of wheat? That is 91 rupees 50 pies. Okay, so now cost of 1 kilogram wheat is equal to, what is the cost of 1 kilogram wheat? That is 91.50 by 5. Okay, now next, if you can simplify here, 5 ones are 5 4, 5 8s are 40, so again 3 is there, 0. Okay, that is how much? 18.30 rupees. So that is 18 rupees 30 pies will take 1 kilogram wheat. Okay, similarly what he asked, cost of how many kgs? 8 kgs of wheat, 8 kilogram wheat is equal to how much cost? Multiply 13 rupees 30 pies into 8. Multiply here 0, 8 3s are 24, 8 4, 8 8s are 64, 64 plus 2, 66. Okay, 8 1s are 8 plus, yes, 14. So where you have to give the decimal point? Before the point 4. Okay, then what is the cost of 8 kgs of wheat here? 146 rupees 40 pies. In the second question, okay, in that second question, from 91 rupees 50 pies to we can purchase 5 kgs of wheat. Okay, from, so what he given? 183 rupees. How many kgs of wheat can be purchased? Reverse given. Okay, now then how many kgs we can purchase from 61 rupees? That one we have to find. First, write from 91 rupees 50 pies. So 91 rupees 50 pies. The quantity of wheat can be, purchased is equal to how many kgs? 5 kgs. Okay, from 1 rupee, quantity of wheat can be purchased is equal to 5 by, so total amount is 91 rupees 50 pies. Okay, now from 183 rupees, what is the cost? 183 rupees given? Yes, from 183 rupees, quantity of, so how many kgs of wheat we can purchase? So that is quantity of wheat can be purchased is equal to, how to write this one? Yes, 5 by 91.50 into 183 rupees. Multiply. Okay, so 5 by 91.50 or by, so you can remove the decimal point, multiply the numerator and denominator by the 100. Okay, so then you will get 5 into 100 by 500, 91.50 into 100 it will give, so 99,150 into 183. Simplify 0 0, 5 ones 0, again 5 ones 5, 4 41 is there, 5 8s are 40, 50, 5 3s, 5 3s are 50. Now 183. So how many kgs? 10 kgs. Thus 10 kgs of wheat can be purchased with the 61 rupees. So how many rupees? 183. Okay, so how many kgs we can purchase with the cost of 183 rupees? 10 kgs. 10 kgs. Is it clear, children? Right. Okay, so see in the sixth one. Okay, children, the temperature dropped in 15 degrees Celsius in the last 30 days. Fifth problem. If the rate of temperature drop remains the same, how many degrees will the temperature drop in next 10 days? Okay, so 15 degrees Celsius temperature dropped in 30 days, last 30 days. One day means how many? 30 by 15, that is 2 degrees Celsius. If the rate of temperature drop remains the same, if the rate of temperature will drop same, then how many degrees will the temperature in next 10 days? Next 10 days, how many degrees? So simply explain in the 30 days 15 degrees Celsius dropped. With the rate of temperature will fall drop the same. How many degrees? Degrees you have to find in the how many days? In 10 days. In 10 days. How to write this one? So 15 by 30 into 15 by 30 into 10. So then 15 ones 15 2s 2 ones 2. So how many degrees? 5 degrees temperature dropped in 30 days. This one you have to do. So with stepwise you can write that one. Right. Sixth question, see. Shaina pays 7,500 rupees as rent for 3 months. How much does she has to pay for a whole year if the rent per month remains the same? Shaina pays, okay, 7,500 rupees for 3 months. For 3 months, how much amount she is paying? 7,500 rupees, ma. For 1 month means 7,500 by 3. Okay, like how much does she has to pay for a whole year? Year means how many months? Whole year means how many months? 12 months. For 1 month you find first. 3 ones, 3 2s are 6, 3 5s, that is 2,500 rupees. For 1 year means 12 months. For 12 months, how much amount does she has to pay? 2,500 rupees into 12. Multiply 0, 0, 12 5s are 60, 12 2s 24 plus 6. How much amount has to pay for the whole year? For whole year, how much, ma? 30,000 rupees. Okay, children, how much amount does she pay? The total 12 months, 1 year means 12 months, 30,000 rupees. Okay, no need to worry. Why? Because in some other textbooks different values given. So which value they will give, we have to ready to solve. Okay, na? Right. Next, see in the 7th question, cost of 4 dozens banana is 60 rupees. How many bananas can be purchased for 12 rupees 50 pies? Here 4 dozen banana, 4 dozens. 1 dozen means how many things? 12. Okay. So 4 dozen bananas is equal to 60 rupees. How many bananas can be purchased for 12 rupees 50 pies? For 12 rupees 50 pies, how many bananas can be purchased? Okay, same problem. How did we solve 4th one? Here quantity given. Quantity means simply I explain here. 4 dozens banana cost is how much, ma? 60 rupees. Sorry, 60 rupees. Okay, 4 dozen. 1 dozen is equal to how many things? 12. Okay, 4 dozens means 12 into 4. It is equal to 48. Okay, that means 48 bananas cost is 60 rupees. 1 banana cost is how much? 60 by 48. Okay, 1 banana cost is 60 by 48. Then here what you have to find? How many bananas can be purchased for 12 rupees 50 pies? 1 banana is equal to purchased one banana. Like here asked 12 rupees 50 paise. How many bananas can be purchased? How many bananas? So you can write here from 1 rupee bananas can be purchased. So that means 60 rupees we can purchase 4 dozens. Yes. So that means how much rupees here? 60 rupees. So bananas can be purchased. How many 4 dozens means 48. From 1 rupee. How many bananas can be purchased? Bananas can be purchased. That is 48 by 60 rupees. Okay. So from 1 rupee, the number of bananas can be purchased is equal to 48 by 60 rupees. Right? From 12 rupees 50 paise. So number of bananas can be purchased is equal to 48 by 60 into 12 rupees 50 paise. You can simplify. Okay, na? You can simplify that. Okay. So what you got here? If you don't know how to write this one, you can multiply the numerator and denominator by the 100. Otherwise, you can simplify 12 fours to 12 fives. So okay, 5 ones, 5 twos are 10. 0.55 0. Multiply 2.5 into 4. 0 4 5 20. 4 twos are 8. So plus 10. Then so how many bananas we can purchase? Yes, 10 bananas. 10 bananas from how many rupees? 12 rupees 50 paise. If 12 rupees 50 paise, we can purchase 10 bananas. Okay. So next see 8th question. The weight of 72 books is 9 kgs. What is the weight of 40 such books? 40 such books. 72 books weight 9 kgs. What is the weight of one book? Okay, you can divide that one. After such books, how many such books? 40 books. So what you got that answer you have to multiply with the 40. You will get the total weight of the 40 books. Okay, this one you have to do. 91 C. A truck requires 188 liters of diesel for covering a distance of 594 kilometers. How much diesel will be required by the truck to cover a distance of 1650 kilometers? For 108 kilometers, how much diesel will require? So sorry, here for 194 kilometers, how many liters of diesel require here? 108. Okay. Similarly, so to cover the truck, how much distance? 1650 kilometers. Then how much liters of diesel will require? Same. First find the quantity of 1 unit. The value of 1 unit. That means 1 kilometer. It takes how many liters of diesel? Okay. So then after that required. What is that? 1650 kilometers. To cover the truck, it will take how many liters of diesel? Same procedure, this one also you have to do. Okay, na? Very easy. And see 10th question. Raju purchases 10 pens for 150 rupees and Manish buys 7 pens for 84 rupees. Can you say who got the pens cheaper? So Raju purchases 10 pens. That means 10 pens cost is how much? 150 rupees. Manish also purchased 7 pens for 84 rupees. Can you see who got the pens cheaper? Who purchased less amount? So who purchased the pens with less amount? Okay. So how to find that? The 10th question. The cost of. So who purchased this one? Raju purchased 10 pens for 150 rupees. Okay, that is the cost of 10 pens. Then cost of 1 pen you have to find. Cost of 1 pen means 150 by 10. 7 overs. Who made more runs per over? So 6 overs, how many runs he has completed? 42 runs. 1 over, how many? Very good. 1 over means 42 by 6, that is 7. Okay. For 1 over, for 6 overs 42 runs, for 1 over 7 runs. Similarly, Anup also made 63 runs in 7 overs. Okay, 1 over in Anup, that is 63 by 7. 7 ones, 7 nines, 9 runs. Okay. So now who made more runs per hour? Who made more? Anish got us how many? 7 and Anup 9. Who made more runs per hour? Per hour who made? This boy. Who? Anup. Okay. How many runs more? How many runs more? So how many means you subtract. You subtract and find that. Okay, na children? So like this, by using this unitary method, we can solve the problems. What is that unitary method? First find the value of one unit and find the value of required number of units. This is the method of unitary method. Okay, so these all are very useful to you in your daily life. We can solve any problem. Okay, na children? So up to now we have completed 12th chapter, ratio and proportion. All exercises completed. You can solve these all problems neatly and solve the homework problems also. Okay children, bye.